Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I wanted to talk about this. Let's keep things simple. Why complicating recovery can delay it. So let's start out. Relax the body. Hand on the heart, maybe two. Smile, breathe, slow the breath, slow the thinking. And stay in that state. So today's topic, why complicating recovery can delay it. Let's keep it simple. So, if you've been following me for any length of time, one of the things that people talk about a lot is, hey, I like how you keep it simple. And what I found was that's what seems to work best for the people I work with. Now, there are a ton of programs out there. Nervous system this, amygdala that, vagal nerve this, brain training, all of these various concepts that we've got to do. And it almost makes it seem like we've got to become an expert at how the brain and the nervous system and all these various parts of the brain function so that we can fix them because they're malfunctioning. And we know that because you've got symptoms, right? Well, I come from a place that says your brain and nervous system is working flawlessly, perfectly. It's just operating on what I believe to be misinformation, bad data, and fear. And with that misinformation, it creates a lot of fear. And with that fear, the brain's perceiving danger and turning on alarms called symptoms, in some cases, in one place or many places. But I think the brain and nervous system is working perfect. It's doing its job. It is keeping us alive, first and foremost. And right below that is it's keeping us safe. It's just operating on bad info. And that bad info is creating danger, and danger is what turns on symptoms. And so I think we go far upstream, and we come from the premise that everything's working perfectly. I just got to fix the data so that I can lower the fear and the brain's perception of danger. You're not broken. Your brain's working. It might just be working too well because it's trying to keep us safe from dangers that are perceived, not actual. Not imminent real threat, but perceived dangers like life stress, financial stress, partner stress, got to go back to work stress, I got a phone call I didn't like, stress. Life was chaotic, ending a relationship, death of a parent, death of somebody you love, all sorts of various reasons. And inevitably, if I talk to people about what was going on in their life when their symptoms started, it's usually some element of chaos, right? Life was really crazy then, and my symptoms started. Sometimes it looks like it was an injury. Like in my case, I bent over to put on my underwear. It felt like I threw my back out. It was never that. It was what was going on in my life at the time. But I don't have to go back in time and unravel all of that, because what kept my symptoms going may have been very different from what began them. And so there's lots of programs out there. Dr. Sarno, repressed emotions. So for a while I was digging, trying to find out what that offending repressed emotion was so that I could get better. There are people who believe that trauma is the issue. It's stuck in our body and we've got to get it out. I don't have a deep understanding of trauma, but I've seen plenty of people get better without doing the deep trauma work. So is it a required element to go back and revisit all our traumas and find out where in our body they're stuck and get them out? And how do you know that you've done that successfully? So repressed emotions, trauma stuck in the body. Sometimes people say there's a message to your symptoms. What are your symptoms trying to tell you? I don't know, I got headaches. Maybe somebody in my life makes my head want to explode. And so, is that the message? Well, as long as you have symptoms, you're going to say, I'm missing the message, or I couldn't find the repressed emotion, or maybe the trauma is still stuck in my body. How do we know that we've been successful? I still have symptoms, right? So the meaning, the repressed emotions, the trauma, maybe I haven't healed my nervous system yet, or my amygdala needs tweaking, or I need to reprogram or rewire my brain. As long as you have symptoms, you're going to believe that you're failing in some aspect of what I believe are complicated recovery programs. And so I like to keep it simple. At its core, when the brain perceives a problem, danger, threat, symptoms are the result. Simple, right? Highest level. If there's a perceived threat, the brain will turn on a symptom. And when the brain feels safe enough, it will turn down and then off the symptom. So I like to operate up here instead of digging down here for stuff. Because again, as long as you have symptoms, you're going to think that you're missing some element of repression, trauma, brain wiring, something. What am I doing wrong? It must be my fault. I'm failing, right? It's all about safety. And so let's keep it as simple as possible. Let's not overly complicate it. Safety's a problem, or danger's the problem, safety is the solution. And so I did the 5 C's of recovery, or no, the 7 C's of recovery. There's 2 main reasons why symptoms have not left yet. Oftentimes it is lack of clarity and lack of safety. We have to convey safety in various ways, mentally, emotionally, physically, how we treat ourselves, how we respond to symptoms, where we're shifting focus, ideally to engaging in life, having a solid mindset that essentially starts with the belief that I'm not broken, my brain just thinks there's a problem, right? Fairly simple. If you want to dig deep, painfreeyoubook.com, that's Amazon. You can get the book, you can get it on paperback, Kindle, you can get it in audible.com, search Pain Free You. You'll find the book, a little commercial for that, but everything I talk about is in the book. If you want help, check out the group coaching. We have a great bunch of people. We have some amazing conversations every week. People are learning, growing, healing, getting better. It's going great. We share successes. We answer questions. There's a video course. If you want to do something free, dansfaststart.com. There's a bunch of videos that kind of walk you through all this stuff. All of these links are in the description below. So sorry about the little recommendations here, or pitch, if you will. Not a sales pitch, but if you want to dig deeper into these concepts and how to convey safety consistently, those resources will help. So dig in. But let's not overcomplicate it. Ask yourself, if you're struggling, am I perpetuating the belief that I'm in danger, in trouble, broken? Or am I conveying consistently that I'm actually okay? This is just the brain perceiving danger incorrectly, and once it learns that we're actually okay, symptoms will settle down and turn off. How complicated is your recovery process? Are you spending hours a day doing things, running protocols, checklists, rewiring, training, all that stuff? Or are you showing up in life in a way that says, I already know I'm okay? So let's not overcomplicate it. Let's keep it simple. Hope this helped. And check out the resources in the description below. And hopefully we'll see you in the group. If not, keep on watching these, because you can get better just by watching the free stuff. So love you folks, and I'll see you soon. Take care.